Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel this afternoon. It is 12:48 on a Wednesday at March 7th and I am still in Stockholm and it is midweek. So I had the morning off this morning, doing a little work and resting and everything. I was up at 4:30 this morning. I tell you, my mind was like, I have to do some work. So I just got up and then I took a little nap a little bit later. So I have the luxury of doing that today. So I'm so excited. I'm going in to teach the Royal Swedish Ballet, some other things for the premiere. Anyway, I'm gonna read a little bit from my book. One of my favorite books. It's called Happiness Now. Happiness Now, and it's by Robert Holden. And I'm gonna read something that really is so interesting. I just flip open the book and read from the page. It says, "You cannot be loving and guilty." The greatest contribution you can make to any relationship is to love and accept yourself. Love and accept yourself. For as long as you insist on believing that deep down you're unworthy of love and not good enough, all of your loving relationships will eventually deteriorate into a fearful contract of needs. Thus, you'll find that you constantly have to change your friends and your lovers in order to give love another go. Now, we all know this, right? We all know this. And relationships are so challenging, and some of us don't even take this challenge sometimes, because it's just sometimes easier to be alone, although we feel lonely. And I think that, you know, it's nothing bad about being alone or nothing, you know, it's just when you have relationships, you learn about yourself a lot. Like, you learn a lot about yourself, and you, I think that it's like a school in a way, you know, and then you're exposed to yourself because, you know, it's like, you know, you heard of the mirror thing, like you project things onto other people, and they also mirror you and what you believe you are, and, you know, and like you can't feel guilty and be loving, you know, at the same time. Of course we do, we have relationships to that, but in those relationships they're kind of revealed. This is only my perspective. Now, I always feel I want to say that. It's just, I just share because I like doing my morning talks. And I certainly don't know everything, but this is just a perspective that I know. And I love this book, Happiness Now by Robert Holden. It's really good. It's, you know, it's timeless wisdom for feeling good fast, you know, because we all want to feel good. And, you know, and this is kind of, it's really good. I don't know, it's really a good book. And it has some really valuable things to think about. So it's good to think about things like that, I think, for your own growth, because you're gonna grow no matter what, regardless of whatever experience you're going through. It's like you're gonna continue to grow, or you get stuck, and getting stuck is also okay, but you get tired of being stuck, and you start, you know, everybody every now and then picks up one of these books and picks up some kind of something about the human drama, so you can have less stress and you can have more love in your life and more appreciation and more for yourself and all that kind of thing. I certainly don't believe that you have to have a relationship to have a fulfilling life. It's not about that, because it's never really about the other person. It's just so lovely to have a relationship with love. And Baby Bear, if you're watching, I love you so much, and you know I do, and we share really intimate things like this, so that's really cool. But my relationships prior to this were very manipulative. I was that too. I take responsibility for that. But also like, it felt like it was love, and you know, you kind of maybe repeat things over and over until you start to realize, you know, that you've maybe been conditioned that way, maybe your home environment, I don't know, that kind of thing. But I'm going to continue to read because it's really interesting. Relationships are the experience of personal beliefs projected. In other words, you get the relationship you think you deserve. If, for instance, you judge that you're worthy of a little bit of love, you'll experience relationships that have only a little bit of love. Right? If you feel, you know, sometimes it's really, it's, you know, like, you know, we're blind sometimes, but I believe that we get what we give, and that doesn't if we feel like we're giving love and we're expecting things from other people, that's an expectation. And that's not really unconditional love, you know what I mean? So, if, however, you judge that you're entirely worthy of love, you'll experience relationships with love continually continually renews itself. If you're willing even just a little bit to entertain the possibility that you are whole, worthy, and well, you allow for the possibility of experiencing wholeness and joy in each of your relationships. As your belief in your own wholeness strengthens, so too will your experience of whole, healthy, loving relationships strengthen. In other words, by giving up guilt, you make yourself more available to love. The law of projection insists that what you believe about yourself, you will project onto your relationships. Right? It's just at least, you know, it's not to convince you of anything. You know, I'm not here to share for that. I'm just sharing just a perspective, all that kind of thing. But it's really, you know, it's like you get what you give. And that can be, you know, also subconscious. And then when you bring it, your subconscious, you bring it to your conscious awareness, and then you start living consciously, and you're aware of what you're giving out, you know, and receiving. What are you receiving? Most likely what you're receiving is what you're giving out, you know, majority of the time. And it takes time to change, you know, if you're at all interested. You know, but I think there's time for change, and I think that's right now. I don't know, in my world, so I give what I want, and I get that. I have the most beautiful relationship right now. And not to say that to make you feel jealous. I'm sure all of you have beautiful relationships, of course, you know, from time to time, or now, or currently, or something like that. This talk is just about sharing that kind of thing, and, you know, and just respecting, you know, other people. You know, I used to think like that I could change people, and the only thing I can change is myself, and the only feeling that I can have is what I'm saying to myself, like that creates, you know, the thoughts that I have about myself that create this my moods and my reactions and all those kind of things. And, you know, loving reactions are for your benefit as well as your partner or your friends or your, I don't know, your colleagues or anything like that. And it's the number one thing. And sometimes it's super, super hard because we meet really difficult people, and, you know, that's also valuable because then we learn from it. And so, you know, you step back, and, you know, you can be in a constant state of appreciation, I think, like, and being able to choose your behavior, and you choose that. And sometimes it's more difficult than others, and sometimes it's just you reap what you sow, as they say, you know. Yeah. I love this classical music. I have to create a new piece in Newport, Rhode Island, coming soon, and I have to choose music, and I'm having a live orchestra, or I'm having a live music. So I haven't figured out yet what I want to create to, but I'm thinking about it as I take my free time in my days. So I'm always doing other little jobs at the same time in business, and I'm every person in my business, and so I want it to go smoothly. So I'm every person. So I'm my secretary, I'm my assistant, I'm everything at the moment. At the moment I have an assistant, beautiful assistant at the Opera House, who helps me a lot, who is a beautiful person. And he's fun, and super fun. Anyway, thank you so much for watching me today, and I wish you a beautiful day, and look out for my kitchen dance. I'm gonna put it out this weekend to share some love and make you smile. Thank you for watching me, and let's be consistent with our sharing, and give up the bitchiness as much as we can. To ourselves and to others. I love you so much, and thank you for watching, and have a great day. Ciao. Ciao, ciao.